Welcome back, folks, for another little shot shell reloading video. Today we're going to be switching over to Hodgdon International. I bought this back when I started reloading, and I thought I could use it for pistol powder because I saw it for one recipe in the old Hodgdon Cowboy Action loading data that's on a PDF somewhere. Look at the price on this bad boy. Wow, if only you could get that today. Anyways, I've only found one load I was able to use it for, and I've never shot that. I think it's a 38 special, 158 grain, going like 600 feet per second or something silly. But I'm gonna use it for what it actually is made for, what it's intended for, and that is 12 gauge and 20 gauge. Holy crap. I'm actually gonna steal the data right off the bottle today. 12 gauge, 1 1/8 ounce of shot, Winchester holes, double A's, maximum charge of 19.2, and that'll give us 1200 feet per second. Except I'm not gonna go with the max charge. I'm gonna go down one bushing size because I'm new here. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't wanna blow my shotgun up. I don't wanna turn it into a blunderbuss, all freaking blown out and whatnot. So instead of the recommended 148 bushing for your powder, I'm going to go down to the 141 bushing, which should be about 18.3 grains rather than the 19.2, giving us roughly 1150 feet per second. So that's where I'm headed with that. And then, like I said, we have to change out our shot bushing to the 1 1/8 ounce. So let's get into it. We have to bust into our reload all here. Make sure I get the rest of those freaking little pellets out there. I thought I had them all. Whoopsie. Anyways, you have to take this front plate off. Oops. It's kind of weird. Some people just set it and forget it and buy a whole new press for a different load. And I can see why, because you have to dump these out, which is it's just annoying, man. You can't efficiently block the powder and dump the shot. You can't hold the shot and dump the powder. It's just a big awkward mess. So I can see why people just leave these as they are once you get it dialed in. That's totally understandable. But I'm new here, so I'm gonna play with it. And then I'm gonna change some stuff and then I'm gonna play with it again. Ooh, yeah, look at that. A little bit of grinding, a little bit of dirt and crud from that nasty shot I've got. Wow, I should clean this sucker out. Yeah, so we're just gonna pop out those old bushings, piece of cake, and let me get something to wipe that with. Wow, I guess it's time for some press maintenance. And this is also why you should clean your shot if it's reclaimed, and if there's any little pebblies or anything, you should probably look through that first. So that's pretty grody right there. It's coming off without too much effort. But this guy looks pretty gnarly. Look at all that. That's just dust that was grinding back and forth after about, I don't know, I've only done maybe 50 or 60 shells so far. I don't know if this ballistol is, I mean, it says it's pretty much good on everything. It doesn't say plastic. Is marine stuff plastic? If not, I can get a new conversion kit or get a replacement little bushing holder slidey guy. So I guess we'll see if this works. Oh yeah, cleaning right up. Most of it's just dust, and I'm trying not to get it into the powder reservoir because that wouldn't be good. There's like 2 flakes of tightwad stuck on there. Man, I bet this video is exciting. Sorry guys, I thought we would just be popping this in and out, but look at me, I'm dummy and I've never done this before. Literally never. So yeah, let's try to get the ballistol away from the holes there, even though I'm putting a new bushing in it. I just don't want anything to contaminate or screw up what we're trying to achieve here. So there's our 141 bushing for the powder. Just comes in underneath here. Hey, whoop. Slide that in, it might fall out. Yeah, hold that. And then for the 1 1/8 ounce bushing, comes in the bottom over on your right side. We'll slide that into the middle. Yeah, that feels a lot better. Ha! All right. And then we'll just get these little screws on here started. If I don't drop them. Come on now, bite in there. Probably wipe down this old bushing here. Get him cleaned up too. Okay, so we're all changed up here. This is running mucho smootho. So, should I measure the shot or the powder first? Because if one screws up, you gotta dump both if you're gonna change out your bushing to make sure your measurements are on. So, let's try the powder because it's light and fluffy and easy to deal with. We'll add the heavy, stupid shot after that. So we'll just fill this on up here. Not fill it up, but enough to get in there, and we'll settle it. Pretend like we've ran about 100 rounds in it. Then we'll check out our powder charge. Ooh, look at International, it's green and red, yay. All right, let's see if this weighs roughly 18.3 grains. So I put that smaller bushing in, it was supposed to only be 18.3 grains, but here you can see we've got 10, 19, 19.3, and it's still way up. So this bushing is not quite calibrated to whatever chart Lee has going on here. Or that very first charge was super duper heavy because I settled it 1,000 times. Let's try this again and see what kind of average we get. All right, we'll dump our powder back. I got some shot left in there, three little guys. Okay, so it was initially settled, and now we'll just come back, pretend like we did this maybe 2 or 3 times. Now we're back for powder. Let's see what this one weighs. So that one's a bit lighter, back to 18.5. Okay, so maybe it is better. Let's, maybe I should just cycle this thing a few times. Okay, that's probably where it should have been after a few actual cycles. Okay. Wow, it's probably right at 18.3 like it's supposed to be. Okay, perfect. Good job, Lee. You actually know what you're doing, and I'm just a freaking dummy. So that's perfect. Exactly what we needed. Now, I'm not going to add any more powder, but we need to weigh out our shot. So let's add our shot. We have our shot partially filled up, enough to get a measurement on it. And 1 1/8 ounce. My 505 scale actually has it listed at 492 grains. So there's 492 grains. It fits within, 5, 10, 20 grains. That's probably acceptable. And I'm gonna run it just a few times just to make sure it gets settled. But remember, you gotta do powder again. So drop that back with your powder. Back to your shot. All right, that one ran smooth. Let's see what we've got here. Man, that's a big heavy pile of lead, I'll tell you what. Well, it looks like we are roughly 10, 20, 30 grains light on our 1 1/8 load. But as your shot gets bigger, it takes up more space. So I think that's based off of like an 8 or a 9 shot. And my stuff is all mixed up like 6, 7, 7.5, 8, maybe some 9 in there. It was pulled from some ammo that had been waterlogged and whatever, so it's all mixed up, anywhere from 6 to 9 shot in there. And so that's actually going to make us safer on our powder charge. So we're right on the dot with our powder charge, but now with a slightly lighter load, we'll have less pressure and still be safe. So what we need to do is see how well this fills up our holes next. And what better way to do that than reload a shell? Get some shells, we'll get some wads out. And like you can see, we're going to be using the CB1114-12. That's made for a 1 or up to a 1 1/4 load. But we're using right around 1 to 1 1/8. So what's that, 1 1/16? Somewhere around there. Okay, and once again, we're using our Cheddite primers. Just a couple to test out here. And we're, of course, going to be using the Winchester AA. Just got these from the range. Pretty much once fired, not even a day old. I was there one day, cleared it out, went back the exact day after that, and found even more. So, good stuff. Let's get them sized down. Make sure you get your ring completely to the base of your head so you're fully sized. Add your primer. That'll remove your sizing ring. Come on. And now we are primed with our Cheddite, or Chetty, the cheddars. Now for the moment of truth, folks. Can we add our powder in here? Ooh, that was so smooth. And that International is a lot bulkier than the Tightwad was. Although I know you can't see that. A little more case fill with that one. Let's throw our wad down on it. Ooh, nice and smooth. You can see our wad is seated in there. And yep, let's see how much shot we add into it. Ooh, very nice. So it looks like the base of our crimp is a little bit higher than the top of our wad and shot. So let's see how well this crimps up. There might be a whole bunch of negative space there, or the press might, I don't know. Let's have a look here. I've never tried this. So we have an 8-point crimp. We need the valley facing towards us in the front slot here. Ooh, pre-crimp. Very nice. Hold that for a second because it's plastic and it'll, you know, it's got memories. This might actually work. Oh yeah. Holy moly, folks. It's beautiful. Wow, there's not a whole lot of movement there. That was freaking sweet, dude. So there you go. We got a little bit over an ounce of lead in this bad boy. New Cheddite primer. Our safe little mediocre charge of International. Dang, fellers. Let's add that one to the tray. Heck yeah. Wow, that worked out freaking perfect. I was thinking since we had some extra case capacity left over that it wasn't going to do no good. But what do I know? I do know if that were the case, you need extra wads and fillers and fiber cards and stuff underneath. But luckily that was not the case there. Boom. Freaking beautiful, dude. Well, dang. Consider me impressed once again by this freaking plastic press. That's incredible to me. I don't know why, but dang. I'm new here, man. I don't know. It looks good. I like it. I like it. All right. I was about to grab the wad, but that's not yet, buddy. You gotta hold up. You gotta get a primer in there first. And then we need powder before a wad. So far, I'm not seeing any international spilling out like that tight wad was, but I'll show you here soon. This international is much bulkier, much bigger flake than the tight wad was. There we are. Dang, man, this is sweet. Yeah, so I bet if we had the other 1/8 ounce of shot in there, it would come up a little higher. But I'm totally satisfied with this. It should be a pretty nice 1 ounce mediocre load. I am highly satisfied. Since it's lighter though, with a middle charge of a higher load, it'll probably be moving slightly slower than it should be, or what the book would list, because it's a lighter load with lesser powder. So physics tells you that there will be less pressure. And wow. Yep, that's freaking sweet. Are you guys getting sick of this? Do you want me to go back to 9mm and 223 and blackout? Because I have a crap ton of that stuff to work on too. I got fixated on this stuff and it's hella fun. I just said hella. Ew, you can go ahead and unsubscribe. I'm sorry. Anyways, reloading shot shells is a nice change of pace. It's really fun and enjoying. It's satisfying to watch it come together in about, 20 seconds if you want to move at that pace. There's no brass prep involved, so on and so forth. So it's very similar to metallic reloading, but still very different at the same time. And at the end, you still come out with some freaking awesome ammunition. Oh, I didn't. Oh, don't spill them. Okay, line them up good. There we go. Had to make sure we were crimping like goodness. We were doing good crimping. Okay, yep. Most excellent. One more, and then we'll wrap it up. This one was a little longer. Sorry, folks. We had to switch over our stuff, and it actually ended up working really well. So the powder bushing was spot on. Good job, Lee. However, the shot, I don't think it's the bushing's fault. Again, I have this mixed shot with like 6 through 9, like I said. So it's all over the place, and the larger pellets take up more area and they create more space around each individual pellet. Thus, there's less stuff falling in there because there's more negative space, okay? Okay. And this is moving much smoother since I cleaned all that crap out of it too. Yes. Yes. So you know those silly videos when it's just like, oh, that was satisfying. Wow, that was I'm so satisfied from watching. That was satisfying. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. I just recorded this whole video and you couldn't see the dang press. Ha! What a dummy. There we go. Anyways, yeah, to me, this process is very satisfying. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Let's move down here. Yeah, there we have it. There's 5 more, and this time with a little over 1 ounce of shot. Super cool. And there's the gross stuff we're looking at. There's a little bit of buffer and random trash in there as well, so I'm trying to sift it out as I kind of fill up my press here. So no big deal. We're just going to keep on testing stuff, loading up things. Eventually I'll get to actually shoot these in the field, and hopefully we get more good than bad. I'd like to shoot them at some paper and get, pattern them, as it were, as they say in the business. Pattern your shells. And then I have to learn about chokes, and geez, man, it's going to be all over the place. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, folks. I know that was a little bit longer, but thanks for hanging out till the end. We will see you guys in the next video, where we keep screwing around with international and all kinds of fun stuff. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.